Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist. Today is Monday, June the 4th, 2018. Let's jump right into the charts. Okay, so people want to know what is going on with the markets. What's going on with the economies? Are we about to see Dow 30,000 or are we about to see Dow 3,000? Well, let's see if the charts are showing us anything that we can take away from. All right, we're going to start off here with the daily charts for this go around. And I think the evidence is clear. Remember the video from Friday when I showed you the trajectory of the Dow? And I said we're probably going to have a little uptick here, followed by the three downs. For those of you who don't remember what I'm talking about, go take a look at my last prior video and you'll see it. But I'm going to show you what I meant. This bar wasn't here yet. I said you're going to see something like this, all right, up a little bit, followed by this, and it could be a Lulu, followed by another Lulu. Well, so far, it looks to be coming true, folks. We had an up bar today. Looks like we may have a down bar tomorrow, and it could be quite substantial. I'm just saying. Just saying. The downtrend channel is still intact. All right. Market's still well off the highs. Let me flip on the weekly chart for you so you can see this. All right. Downtrend channel still intact. Highs are way over here. Price is way down here. Highs way up here. Price way down here. All right, 2,000 points away. We're 2,000 points off the high. 2,000 points off the high. This is where we're at. What else do we have on the chart? We got this massive pointer right here. Got another pointer right here. Now I know part of what you're thinking. You're saying, yeah, but Algo, all you're doing is touching the trend line and then rallying and touching it here. No, this is not that situation. Take a look at the slope of the trend line. It's leveled off. All right, it's not rising while this is happening. It's tapering off. It's flatlining. At a turning point, you're turned. Your momentum is off. All right, not able to lock in anything. No rally. Got overbought, and that's it. Came off of overbought, but nothing's happening. You're not like catapulting yourself to any new highs. Far from it. So you were locked in back here. You locked in for several weeks. Back here, you're locked in. Back here, you're locked in. This whole upward surge was locked in. Then you came off lock right here. All right. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. Think the market's getting ready to fall, folks. I'm just saying. All right. Taking a look now at the NASDAQ 100. We'll turn back on the daily. Get out that weekly. Here you are. Market has gotten back up to the lofty 7,100 area. All right. The highs back here. Price action right there, not too far away. What's happening here? Are we about to see NASDAQ 7,400? I'm going to show you what we're seeing. All right. Here's your top hither. Here's the top thither. I believe we're going to have a double top followed by a magnificent drop. Double top equals magnificent drop. Say it with me. Double top, magnificent drop. Double top, magnificent drop. All right. You got your little flow going there. We're going to go hither. not thither. Pointer here, pointer here, pointer here. Where are we going? We're going to go back down below 6,200 right here. At some point, that's where we're going. I'm not saying we're going there right now. I'm just saying at some point, you're going to have to come back and deal with this. Just saying, folks. I'm just saying. Now, see, everything is not calculated within the chart itself. You have to look at the raw numbers, the raw data, and you have to take a look at the price action and take a look at the market depth, and you have to take a look at your options. Look what's happening in the put market. Look what's happening in the call market. Look at your put call ratios. Look at blah, blah, blah. But the chart, it helps you to show you where prices have been and where prices are going. Where prices have been and where prices are going. I think we have the magnificent drop before we end up coming back up to even test the market top. I think we're going to have this Lulu of a whaler of a drop, enough to make people's hearts stop. Falling from 71 down to 62 would make people's hearts stop. And then after it bases out at some point, it's going to V-shape rocket right back up to here. It'll be back up to here like lickety split. They'll probably do it in a week. So I'm serious. I've seen this pattern before. So prepare for a whopper of a drop. Headlines everywhere. Markets, the bubble has popped. Market crash, the slash, the smash. And before the ink can dry on the newspaper, the NASDAQ will be back up to 7,000. All right, after the dust settles, way up in here, after your dust settles, then you're going to come back up to 7,000 and hang out at 7,000 for a while. That's what I see. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the algos. This is what the algos are saying. The little itsy bitsy spiders that go out and sniff out these things and find these anomalies and abnormalities within the price action. Boom, this is what it's saying. All the bots, all the little bots have gathered together and they're saying this is the scenario that the market is bracing and prepping itself for. I'm just saying, go ahead, trade the long side of the market, but just understand that when the rug gets pulled, it's going to do it with such velocity that you're not going to be able to catch it. I'm just saying. You won't have time to get out of the market. I'm talking about a flash crash within a flash crash. Now, what that means is the market turns into a fast market and everything starts compounding upon itself. And before you know it, there's an avalanche and prices are falling faster than anyone thought. They're like, oh no, another flash crash, but it's not a flash crash. It's actually millions of sell orders hitting the tape at the same time. Everybody's getting out of the way. I'm just saying. You don't need an event to make this happen. It's just when the little robots decide it's time to take profit. What's the old saying? Sell in May and go away? Nah. It's going to be more like sell in June and see you soon. All right. Just be ready, folks. That's all I can say. Don't kill the messenger. Just trade what you see. All right. Let's go right to gold. All right. Everyone's know what's going on with the metals. What's going on? This is what's going on. The high is 1369 with a pointer. And then now we're down here at 1295. And we're not done yet selling. We're going to head a little lower. And then the inverse situation of the equity market. Somewhere out here toward the end of June, maybe in the first week of July, we go here, we go here, and then we go here, 1380. And this is going to be a quick, fast turnaround as well. But for right now, we got to go probably a little bit lower, price sub 1280 before we get to 1380. All right. So just get ready for that. All right. Expect sub 1280 before, and then we're going to catapult to 1380. This should coincide with the flash crash that is being planned for the equity markets. Awake, awake, and we're locking in right here. See, we're locking in. All right, crash coming. Market's gonna come down sub 1280. I don't know. We may get to maybe 1260. We could even spike. We could even spike to like 1180. I'm serious. It could like be this like quick, this massive sell-off, scaring people to death, making people want to dump their gold. And then we play around here for a while too, making people think, oh no, the next shoe is about to drop. Oh no, and then these 3 bars out of nowhere. Boom, boom, boom. So this is what's happening in gold. All right. And you're looking at probably around the first week of July for this to take place. So just a little washout down here, scare people to death, and then gold goes through the roof as the stock market is falling apart. All right. So then the next natural question is, what about silver? What's going to happen with silver? What about silver? You can't leave poor silver out. Well, I know people are calling for this supernatural move in silver. They're saying silver. I've seen something said a silver $100. Blah 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 blah. On this daily chart, you've seen where people have said something about silver and it never happened. They said something about silver and it never happened. They talked about silver and it never happened. Psych, head fake, blah, blah, blah. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Here you go. All right. You want me to let you in on a little secret? I'll let you in on a little secret. You ready? All right. Here's the prophetic. This chart pattern right here is not the pattern. When you see this pattern again, top side, the Kumo cloud with trend lines and price above the Kumo cloud, and you see the next one of these price patterns you see look like this above the Kumo cloud, that is the red alert signal that silver is going to go back up to 20, 25, then to 30, then 35. And yes, I believe that the old high of $49.52 is going to be taken out sometime in the near future. Yep. You're just waiting for this chart pattern to repeat itself topside the Kumo cloud. Doesn't matter if it's the golden cloud or the red cloud, doesn't matter. Topside the Kumo cloud. This chart pattern is getting closer. It's going to, once it moves up here, this is how you will know that it's about to break out, and you better be ready. Your last time to get in will be about 18 bucks. If you're not in by 18 bucks, you will get left behind, because I believe that the opposite is going to be happening in silver. Remember I showed you the Dow, the big bars down like this? I believe we're going to have that here in the silver. It's going to be bigger than the reversal in the gold because it's been the weakest. All right. So silver does have that potential, but not until this pattern repeats again. Price action is probably just going to move sideways, may even come down just a little bit, but not really. And then you're going to do this. And this pattern should come. So as far as time horizon on this, it's different for silver than gold. Don't ask me why. It just is. The algos are saying this is the pattern to look for. When you see all the bots congregate and this pattern shows itself up again, topside the Kumo cloud, then that's when we just go bananas. And people are going to be trying to figure out what's causing the market to do it, and they won't be able to find any answers. It's not going to be a fat finger. It's not going to be institutions and stuff. It's going to be something totally different. And the catalyst for this is this chart pattern. I don't care what the news story says. The catalyst is this pattern repeating. The congregate robot patterns. When you see the congregation huddle together, you see this pattern topside the Kumo cloud, that's when the breakout rally is coming. But Algo, how do you know these things? Because my algorithms are superior to their algorithms. All right, moving on. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, la la la. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, la la la. All right, here we go. Bitcoin is still decapitating the longs. They sucker you in, and then it takes your money, pulls you under. You stick your head up, try to get your one more breath, the shark pulls you deeper under. You come up here and catch your breath, you peek your head up for a moment, and it pulls you right back under again. Bitcoin is going to continue to toy with everyone until the low is put in. The low is not in until you go to 58.80. You got to take out the 58.80. If I were to throw the number out here, all things being equal, unless something else changes or happens, I think 4,400 is going to be the low in the Bitcoin futures. 4, 4, 0, 0. Why is that? Because 4 plus 4 is 8. And 8 is a heck of a market number, especially in futures. Can you elaborate what that means? Nope, I will not. Not at this time. Suffice it to say that it is part of the binary code of that's all I can tell you right now. Oh man, that's not fair. No, pump your brakes. There'll be a time and a place to go there. But I'll give you something to meditate on. If you do not recall, I did tell you about the cosmic mathematical commercial. That's your cosmic mathematical commercial. That is your binary. 0 and 1. It is also the cosmic equation of the occult. 0 and 1. This represents the female reproductive organ. This represents the male reproductive organ. All right? The Washington Monument. And it's always located near some type of reflecting pool. Sometimes they square it out, but it's still the same situation. Or you'll see this located within this, in the middle of this, or by it, or whatever. This is the universal mathematical quantitative algorithmic language. The binary code of 0 and 1s that create everything you're seeing on the screen right now. 0s and 1s. How is this possible? Why is this possible? Because this gives birth to this. However, this is not possible without this. If you were to put it together, it would look something like this. Now meditate on that for a minute. Infinity, here's your 8. And really all this is this plus this split in half to create the loop. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can show you. I have never ever given away secrets to building the mathematical algorithmic models of market scalpage, and I do not intend to do so. If you would like to be able to use this, that's what the pulse wave price triggers are. They are made up of this esoteric language. I know you're shaking your head right now saying that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Correct. Because to those of you who are so inclined, the truth is usually considered foolishness to the wise. All right, I digress. 4,400 Bitcoin before any type of reversal is going to be seen. Sorry to bring you bad news. These are futures. It is what it is. Now, can something happen to nullify said prediction? Absolutely. Anything is possible. I only tell you what I am seeing at the time of the video. All that can be known, that is known, that is factored into the price is what I give to you as of today. All things being equal, if said pattern, bear pattern continues, that is the target that it's going to. Peep that. Now, as far as the macroeconomic news that's out there, it's so much. That's not the scope of this video. This video is just to look at look at some charts and talk about markets a little bit. Blah blah blah. I will point this out though. As far as crude oil is considered, I did tell you, if you go back a few videos ago, I did tell you about the feet. I did warn you about the feet. For those of you that saw Madagascar, that was one of the famous quotes. He did tell you about the feet. I told you about the feet. Um, Here you are. You've fallen off. This is what crude oil does to people. It got you hype. All right. It hit its target and then it got you hype, saying, it ain't done yet. It's gonna go to 75. All things being equal, it was on, if this trend would have persisted, that's exactly what it did. But what did it do? The price action said we're gonna give up momentum and then we're gonna reverse course. So if you paid attention to the crash alert that was given in the crude oil, you probably would have been able to get short and do a little something, something. And now here you are. You are now officially in a bear trend in the crude oil. The top is long gone. Here you are. But I need to give you a word of caution in the crude oil. It's the most gangster market on the planet. When I say gangster, I mean the Tommy guns, 9mm, Colt 45s, grenades, rocket launchers, tanks, and nukes. Yeah, nations go to war over this thing, okay? This black gold is what it is. This market can turn on you on a dime. I told you, I've seen oil move $10 in a day. And it had nothing to do with war. It wasn't wartime. It wasn't the Gulf One or Gulf Two. It wasn't 9/11. None of that. Nothing crazy happened in the world. It just happened just because the market felt like it doing that for the day. Yes, I've seen it move $10 in a day. It can do it. It has done it multiple times in the past. It is a gangster market. So you have to know what you're dealing with when you play with the crude. I've given you other things to look at for those of you that are so inclined to do so. OIH is a good play for you if you want to do something. See, it's moving once again with the crude oil futures like it's supposed to. I've also given you UCO. I showed you how UCO can get you to where you're trying to go. I also showed you USO. USO will get you where you're trying to go, okay? And I also showed you Doug for the short side of the oil market, and I showed you Dig on the long side of the oil market, okay? So, is there another one we can play? Yes, indeed. A lot of people like the XLE. All right, this is your crude oil space, okay? Those are the tickers you're gonna play if you want to play with the oil. If the futures is a little bit too much for you, you can better manage your risk on the ETF side. So I just want to show that to those of you who may have missed that in the past. You may be new to the channel, but that's what we do here. For every futures contract we trade, there are ETF counterparts that do the same thing. All right, so that's what we got for right now, folks. With that being said, remember postwavetrading.com. Do yourself a favor, get those rally and crash alerts delivered to your inbox 24 hours before the market even thinks about moving. Find out what the real trend of the market is. These charts don't show you the real deal. They only give you basically what your broker wants you to see. But the real trend is the algo trends, and that's what the Postways gives you. It gives you the algo trends. So in the video, I may be showing you how, something's in a bull or bear market, but the algo trend may be the opposite. It may say, no, technically the price is really in the Kumo cloud, but you don't see a Kumo cloud on the chart. And you're like, what in the world? Because it's telling you what the real price action is doing, and a whole bunch of other things too. Anyway, postwavetrading.com. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.